back here in the studio with John and Debbie from RTS. Now RTS, in my ear, there is the director talking to me, sending me commands at all times throughout the show. And he's doing that through a talkback box here, which is on my waist. I'm not sure if you can see that. And this is what you guys make.
Absolutely.
What a nice segue, eh? Smooth.
The good old TR800.
That's it. So talk to me about what kind of products you guys make.
Communications and broadcast talkback systems from smallest size, so a 16-port matrix, all the way up to large IP-based systems that would suit a national broadcaster. Intercontinental comms, so a broadcaster in the US will talk to its UK and European bureaus. We have comms which are used in all the major OB vehicles in the country, plus theatres, plus live sound touring, plus power stations.
So you basically allow communication between person A, person B, person C, person D, wherever they might be.
Absolutely. And that's our business, and that's been our business now for 40 years.
Wow, so this is your 40th birthday. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
So, Debbie, tell me what you do at RTS.
I'm one of the support engineers. So I support our end users, whether it's training, whether it's help installing the systems. I also support our sales guys in the pre-sales role. So if a customer requires a consultation to decide what's the best system for them, I go along and help with that. I'm part of the training team, so I run trainings for customers or for the sales guys or for our distributors in the countries. And I produce the material for that, and I'm also responsible for the system build and design at various trade shows. My role, I cover EMEA, but also sort of stretch to the world if need be.
Well, seems to be keeping you pretty busy. So,
yeah.
So tell me, you know, how does this begin? How does someone go about speccing up a communication system?
First of all, we need to do a lot of talking. So we need, it's essentially, the opening discussion is very simple. It's who needs to talk, how many people, how many destinations, location, workflow. So in other words, is it for production talkback? Different location. It's a very broad palette, really.
And you mentioned there that you could have CNN Atlanta, for example, talking to CNN London.
Yeah.
So rather than picking up a telephone or Skyping, this is a press a button and immediately talk to the gallery in one of the two places. Is that how it works?
There's various technologies which have been around for a number of years, and you know, intercontinental comms, as I say, it's actually an evolving technology. So it's moving out of, if you like, one set of technologies is merging gradually into a completely new way of doing it. And yep, we maintain our edge in that discipline.
And have there been big shifts in technological sort of in development in the last few years? I mean, has the best technology changed fundamentally, or is it? The
hot topic, the buzzword, as I'm sure you've picked up from the show, is IP. Whereas IP, where IP-enabled products particularly beneficial, it does depend on the operator. It does depend on the discipline that you work in. But for example, in the outside broadcast market, our IP-based products, which we call Omnio, which is based on Dante with a layer 3 open control architecture layer, have been used, for example, a number of major international sporting events last year. What was the benefit from it? Really, rigging and de-rigging time, it saved a lot of money in time and costs. It's flexible, it's fast, and it's certainly on the lips of every new system that we're looking at present.
So you've clearly been doing something right to still be here after 40 years. What do you think the next few years holds for you in terms of where the business might go and where the opportunities are?
as I say, the opportunity really is IP-based systems because they make sense, they're faster, they're flexible. It's basically what the broadcasters and the broadcast suppliers want. Where we're looking at is, in many respects, as you say, we must be doing something right. We do. There are kind of core values at RTS, and I'm very lucky to have colleagues, for example, like Debbie, to maintain those. So we have backwards compatibility. So the people that invested in our technology 10 years ago, 20 years ago, can be updated and kept up to date, and that's absolutely a core belief at president level within RTS. So we keep up, we bring our users along with us. The training, if you like, the customized approach we take. So but every comm system we make is it is tailored for the user. They are not identical. So we like to kind of retain what I consider to be kind of highly personalized set of principles to the company, and I think that actually will place us in a pretty good place for the next 40 years.
And I mean, anyone who's perhaps looking at a system, how early would you advise they get in touch with you and start looking at some of the technical challenges?
Straight away. I come from a systems integration background, so I understand the workflow, and being able to talk to them right from the beginning, we can work out what the best system is for them, because we offer a complete range of different systems, and picking the best solution just involves having a conversation. They tell me what they want to do, and then I can advise them.
And you can basically build a system based on, I guess, your pedigree of products and experience.
Absolutely, within all of us as a group, because I look after UK and Scandinavia. I have a colleague who looks after Europe, I have a colleague who looks after Middle East, Africa, and within all of us, we've got a fair few years of experience, and there are lots of different ways of achieving communication, so we can normally offer some pretty sound advice that at the end of the day, we're there to make a completely mission critically reliable system. That's what we're there to do. And we try and save the customers money. We actually like repeat business, so we like to look after people and treat them well. So,
right. Yeah. Now, the trickiest question, what's your booth number?
N34.
N34. So folks, if you want to come and check out, I guess you've got some demo gear on the booth. And
we actually used BVE 2015 to launch a whole new series of key panels.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yes.
Let's not forget, tell me all about this.
Yeah, new family of key panels which basically take everything we've been developing over the years and actually poured it into one single product. So, color displays. Everybody likes color displays. These are the highest and sharpest display we've yet developed. Incredibly good audio DSP, so we've had a lot of user input over the years, and we've put that into some really good sounding audio. We also have new switches. It all helps the ergonomic, the feel of the key panel.
We have the new IP. The new key panels feature the new IP solution on board. So it allows very quick installations of panels. You can daisy chain them, and they run over the network. And as John previously mentioned, that the audio element is Dante, so it hooks up with any third-party Dante device already out there, which makes the system very interoperable.
But the best thing is, none of it is optional. It's there as standard. It's a single design. Yeah. So for the user, you can work on conventional analog, but you're pre-wired, you're pre-installed with IP. And for the other guys that want to work IP, they've just got an incredibly good sounding, really good looking key panel. And the best news of all is, because we're making the same product instead of options, we've been able to bring the price down. So it's very, very aggressively priced.
Great stuff.
We're really proud of it. Our design team, you know what, they excelled themselves.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, folks, head over there. N15.
N34.
N34, I apologise. N34. While you've got some time on the show. Up next, we've got Gear House Broadcast. So don't go away.